In 1929, our Naga forefathers were generous enough to include Langjang Kuki as one of the signatories of the Naga Club. And for his participation, if I'm not wrong, in certain NSN faction, one of them has become a prime minister. That is what Nagas want to tell the world, that we are inclusive. We do not see the cookies as our enemies, but as far as possible, we have always seen them as a neighbor who must live with us, but who must respect the ownership of our land. Thirdly, in 1956, when late Rungsung Suisat was the MP, when he became the MP, a lot of cookies, old and young, widows and children, they came forward asking him if he can bring something for them. Overwhelmed by the plight, our Suisat gave them relief. And on top of that, because it was not enough, so he gave, because they were refugees, so our Suisat gave them much needed help through the refugee scheme. And today, Suisat is cursed upon. Today, we may want to ask, where are the children of those cookies who was helped by Fizo? Where are the children of those cookies who were, in fact, helped by Ezat Fizo and his envoys? Friends, Nagas are a very unique people. We fight a lot, we fight each other, but we love each other more. We have so many differences, but we also know that our differences are not bigger, greater than our commonalities. We are one. In every juncture of history, we have never failed. Our forefathers have never failed to be Nagas. And today, as we stand here, in this very crucial, critical juncture, we will not fail as Nagas. It must be understood that land for the Nagas is not just land. For us, land is ourselves. We cannot be Nagas in America. We cannot be Nagas in Atlantic. We are Nagas because we lived in Nagaland. The land is ours and we are with the land. This separates us from every other nation, because we do not see land as a transactional right. It is a God-given right. It cannot be negotiated. For us, our land cannot be negotiated. This is the truth. And sometimes, because of this unique characteristic of Nagas, sometimes we are mistaken for being stupid. No, we are not stupid, because we know the value of our land. We have lived with this land. We have lived in this land for too many years. So many years, the land has become us. The land is a part of us. We cannot be Nagas without inheriting Nagaland. Therefore, friends, may I remind once again in this very crucial time that Nagaland is not just a concept. It is not just a geography. It is a right bestowed upon the Nagas, and only for the Nagas, to live as the indigenous of that land. Sometimes we are also told that you are tired. Nagas have struggled for too long and you are tired now. And we are aware that we have struggled for too long, for many years. But we are also aware that we have lost too many precious souls for no reason. No, there is reason. For we have sacrificed many handsome young men and beautiful daughters of ours for this land, for this ideal, for this identity, and we will continue fighting for this land. Friends, at this juncture we need to understand the psyche of our Kuki friends also. And I want, if there is any Kukis here also, let me reiterate, as the president of ANSAM has reiterated, we do not want to be your enemies. We are not your enemies, but brothers and sisters. But Kukis, brothers and sisters, it will be wrong to think that land belongs to no one until you become the owner of the land. Please keep this in mind. Land belongs to somebody. Naga's land belongs to the Naga. And if you think that just coming here and then thinking that there was nobody, and that this should be my land, and that once I occupy that land, it becomes forever my land, this is theologically very wrong. As Christians, this is wrong. We must respect the ownership of other people. As much as we desire, as much as you desire other people to respect your ownership, you must also respect the ownership. And if there is something that Nagas will not compromise, it is our land, it is our identity that we are not going to compromise, come what may. Take what may. We are not going to compromise on that. So friends, yesterday you were fighting with everyone. Every time you fight, you come back saying you have been victimized. No, friends, Kuki friends, I urge you, stop this victim syndrome.
Yes.
You are not a victim. You are the aggressor.
Yes. Yes.
And it is not bravery to go and snatch somebody's land. It is not courage in this time
There's a lot of
to go
gathered here,
and
as
find
you guys can
somebody's
see here.
house. It is in fact the right time for our Kuki friends and brothers, sisters to come out of the cocoons of victimhood. No, you are not victims, you are aggressors. Stop fighting with every neighbor. Stop fighting with the Paite.
Yes.
Stop fighting with the Zomis.
Yes.
Stop fighting with the Kalpis.
Yes.
Stop fighting with the Medes. And stop fighting with the Nagas.
Yes.
I must also remind our Kuki friends, third point is that human memory, of course, by nature is selective. I'm selective about my mother's love, by the beauty of my land. I don't remember any ugly things about Nagaland as a geography, as a location. But I am very aware that Nagaland is not everything. Friends, one thing the Nagas are sure is that we cannot live and be Nagas in anybody's land. We can be guests, as I'm a guest here in Delhi. We can be a good guest in somebody's land, in somebody's country, but we can never be the owner of somebody's land. Therefore, what we remember as a people Nagas is that we have been here in this land, starting from Jampu, Saramati, Shirui, Chandel, Tamenglong. We have been here with these hills and mountains and streams. And it is not just a memory of 100 years. It is not just a memory of 50 years. It is a memory that is older than our human consciousness. It is a memory that is older than any Naga consciousness. It is more than 1,000 years that we have lived here. Our forefathers have nurtured our identity here in this land, in this Nagaland. And therefore, don't you ever think that your 50 years or 20 years of stay in Nagaland makes you an indigenous guy, indigenous community.
Yes.
Because you have Aadhaar card, because you have voting rights, that does not make you to be an indigenous community.
Good point. Good point.
Indigeneity is not manufactured.
Yes.
Indigeneity comes with the land. Hear us. All the hills, all the mountains, all the streams that you see, that you are claiming today, is actually that has been worked down by our forefathers long ago. Our grandfathers, our grandmothers have actually romanced in those streams. And there is no such thing like indigeneity. Simply because you are able to produce some cards, some documents. And I would like to also urge the government of India to think very carefully while formulating policies. Because Nagas may have different views, but Nagas never consider India as their enemy or as our enemy. We know for sure that we can live together as good neighbors, as good friends. And the beauty of Naga is that we are not enterprising at all about our identity. We do not have fluid identity. We don't have that fluid transactional identity. Yesterday we were Nagas, today we are Nagas, tomorrow our children will be Nagas.
Yes.
No other community. They don't want to be in Jerusalem. They don't want to be in Jerusalem. Our children would love to die, grow up in Kohima, Hokoktum, Ukrut, Sanaburi, Tamenglong, Chandel, Wokha, Sudhemono.
Yes.
This is the land.
Yes.
They don't dream of holding rifles for Israel. Our children, our youth do not dream of fighting for Israel. We would rather fight for ourselves.
Yes.
Our youth, if at all they take up arms, they will take up arms for Naga. Our youth, our people have never been mercenary. We do not sell our service. We do not sell our sons and children for somebody's cause. Therefore, it becomes prudent for the government of India to choose which friends you need. A friend who is always changing his identity as a flick, or a community that will stand by you, that will stand with you, that will protect you if you protect it, if you respect it. Secondly, and lastly, to the government of India, you cannot build peace
Yes.
by hurting. the indigenous communities of India. Not. We are aware that the government of India has been seduced by some unscrupulous communities using the word constitutional, that their ambition, that their demand is constitutional. Well, killing, maiming, burning houses is not constitutional, simply because you demand something which is guaranteed by constitution, does not mean that you can use every sort of tactics, every inhuman tactics to reach to your goal. No. Government of India, it is a call by the Nagas that we do not betray our friends. We do not betray our friends, and we do not succumb to the pressure. So if we must work, we have to work together in sincerity. And therefore, without any delay, the Naga solution must be brought forward now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fellow Naga comrades, can we come a little bit closer?
Yes.
Fellow Naga comrades, can we come a little bit closer and shout some few slogans? Okay, I'll be leading in the slogan shouting. Please repeat after me. Shall we all stand? Okay, when I say please repeat after me, okay? Respect Nagas.
Respect Nagas
And proxy wars.
and proxy wars.
Naga peace.
Naga peace,
Not proxy kings.
not proxy kings.
No violence.
No violence,
Just solution.
just solution.
Security Naga future.
Security Naga future.
Our land, rights,
Rights
and peace.
and peace.
404.
404.
Security not found.
Security not found.
Trauma is not security.
Trauma is not security.
Justice for Naga lives.
Justice for Naga lives.
Stop the war.
Stop the war.
On Naga land.
All Nagaland.
History is watching you.
History is watching you.
End the cookie proxy war.
End the cookie proxy war.
Dismantle narco-terror networks.
Dismantle narco-terrorist network.
Revoke the SOO agreement.
Revoke the SOO agreement.
Investigate the force.
Investigate the force.
Militant nexus.
Militant nexus.
Keep illegal immigrants out.
Keep the illegal immigrants out.
Look east.
Look east.
Policing is burning.
Policing is burning.
Keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling.
We keep dying.
We keep dying.
Buknalin.
Buknalin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Inoza, and thank you to our speaker, Dr. Afam, President, Naga Scholar Association, for your powerful and thoughtful address to the gathering today. Thank you for reminding us the importance of safeguarding our rights and the inseparable bonds we share with our land. We sincerely appreciate your presence and valuable contribution to today's program. We shall now proceed with next part of program. Before that, I would like to give a short introduction for our next speaker, Ino Ningulu Krome, the Secretary General of Naga People's Movement for Human Rights and a founding member of all Nagaland College Students Union, a long-time student activist of the Naga Students Federation. He served in various capacities, including as Action Committee member and chairman during the 1980s. He also served as the General Secretary of the Naga Hoho from 2005 to 2008. As a committed human rights activist, he has been associated with NPMHR since its inception and continues to serve the cause for these days. He was represented the Naga people in various international forums and United Nations mechanisms since the declaration of ceasefire in 1997. May I request Ino Ningule Krome to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you, Chairperson. Respected President NNCB and all his colleagues, most distinguished representatives from the different organizations and all the previous speakers, fellow Naga brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. The previous speakers have touched all the relevant points that has brought us together today, and I have nothing much to repeat. But I also have come all the way from home to stand with you in solidarity with the victims of the present crisis, and to say that if one Naga is in pain, every Naga is in pain. And to think that the present conflict is a conflict between the cookies and the thankful is a wild imagination. Our experience with the cookies has been there for centuries, ever since we allowed them to come to our land. Ever since British used them as porters and leather and whatnot. And even then, they were also used as mercenaries to do the dirty jobs of the British colonials. So I have nothing much to share the details, and even some of the details that have been going on now for the last many years or the last few months, previous speakers have covered. But I want to re-emphasize what the previous speakers also have said, and that the way these people, they're known all over the world as nomads, not indigenous people. And they should not mind my saying that, because that's a fact of history. But these nomads, the way they've shown their gratitude for hosting them, for allowing them to live in our land, to survive in our land, to multiply from our land. Our past speakers also have said, even during the last couple of years in the conflict with the Métis in 2023, Nagas from Dimapur, from Kohima, even went to the extent of collecting relief materials, food, and other things to take care of the displaced cookies settled at Kampung. Even at Dimapur and even at Gaspani, where pockets of displaced cookies were there, Nagas went and gave them food, shelter, clothes. Not only the Naga public, even the government of Nagaland, if you remember, sent huge quantity of refugees to Kampung. So at that time I said, if you're given these things to the cookies, why not to the Métis as well? They are both friends and both neighbors. But that's a different thing altogether now. But for centuries we took care of your grandfathers, your ancestors. We allowed you to be part of our history as signatories of documents as our speakers have said. We make you member of the Nagaland State Legislative Assembly. You are kilometers in different Naga national political groups. And we do understand there are some very fine leaders. And I would not like to think or imagine.
I'm trying my best not to shake my hand, but then it's very hot. So tired of it. There is no proper stand, so sorry for the inconvenient cause, guys.
Who are allowing themselves to be used as mercenaries, as renegades, that you're poking your nose in every affair. Actually, the whole Northeast, because of some of your way of life, which are not conducive with normalcy. It's creating problems everywhere. It's just that people don't want to speak out it. But what I was wondering to myself is, if we had looked at a short overview of the Naga history, our history dates back only to 1832, when Britishers set foot to our land. Our ancestors, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, they were illiterate. They were called savages, headhunters, naked, whatever.
Guys, sorry for the inconvenient cause, man. I'm going to end my life here, right? Because I cannot even hold it since I don't have a proper stand here. Okay, so I'll update later on. Thank you very much for watching.
So
Thank
even
you.
during the British invasion,